The goat is missing. Nomadic women venture into the mountains, find a way to go at the edge of the dangerous cliff. The lost lamb. This afternoon, Kulesum is preparing dinner for her family. He poured the pleasing rice into the pot, and my father-in-law on the side. I occasionally ask him to help me move stones, deal with other miscellaneous tasks. Very busy. He is now adding an appropriate amount of salt to the pot. Make the rice a bit salty. Only in this way can the dishes taste better. I'm done working here. He turned around and went to wash the teacup. He hasn't finished washing yet. Villagelife. Just shout at him to bring the tea quickly. He had no choice but to speed up his actions. The urging of his father-in-law made him feel anxious and irritated. For him, daily chores. It's like an endless relay race. On one end, there are the daily necessities like rice, oil, salt, and firewood. On the other end is the man's insatiable shouting. Atfi is eating his grandmother. I prepared dry biscuits and yogurt for him. He is hungry. Eat something to fill your stomach. Kulesum is holding a teacup in one hand. I'm stirring the rice in the pot with one hand. He is worried that the rice will stick to the pan. I'm also afraid that if I serve the tea slowly, I might be blamed. Kulesum just brought the steaming tea. Villagelife asked him to help shovel dirt again, so he can have a tea break by himself. It sounds like he has a lot of free time. Villagelife doesn't seem to be lazy at all. I just take these tasks for granted. Let Kulesum do it. It's a matter of course. As soon as he said he wanted to cook, Villagelife just said no. First, finish your work. It's as if he's not cooking to feed the whole family. But I'm just being lazy. In this house, his own time, my own pace. We have to strive for it in order to have the possibility of existing. But many times, he doesn't even have the opportunity to strive for it, because the orders to work keep coming one after another, hit him like raindrops. Kulesum worked hard for a long time, shovel after shovel. It took several trucks of soil before we were able to put down the wheelbarrow. Instead, I continued to be busy preparing meals. Just like this, back and forth, like a machine. A labor machine that has been trained by life to work accurately and efficiently. Kulesum is now in limit. Drain the excess water from the rice, waiting for the next process. Now, we need to continue to simmer the rice over low heat for a while. He brought the rice soup to his mother-in-law. Let the elderly person have a sip of hot soup first. Kulesum took out a chicken. Start the cutting process. I'm going to make barbecue skewers. This chicken might not be much, but for a family, it's a real delicacy. Usually, their family's meals consist of rice. Dairy products and toast are the main dishes. We can really afford to eat meat. We mostly rely on Kulesum to catch fish from the river. Those are the most reliable ways for them to improve their diet. Also the most controllable source. This chicken today is not one they raise themselves, but Villagelife borrow money from the local convenience store in the village. The frozen chicken I brought back, but this matter. Maybe Kulesum has to go fishing again. I'm here to pay off my debt by collecting medicinal herbs. The meat skewers are ready. Start baking now. But he hurriedly handed over the barbecue task to his mother-in-law. Because Villagelife, I'm urging him to hurry up and help with the work. I've urged him several times already. Kulesum helped her husband's father dig soil. We need to level this land. I want to move a stone. The children also ran over to play. Little Atfi saw her mother working. I also want to lend a hand. but Grandpa stepped in to stop him. The voice is stern. The tone is also a bit heavier. Atfi was startled. Kulesum quickly stepped forward to protect the child. Not long after that, Atfi cried out of frustration. Bazigashi is sometimes very temperamental. I have to shout at people from time to time, no matter who the object is, even though I'm still young. Even my little granddaughter, Atfi, can't escape his accusations. Even if others haven't made any mistakes, he always manages to find some faults and get upset about them. Especially for Kulesum. He can get so angry that his face turns red and his neck swells up if you work slowly. Kulesum was busy here for a while again. Villagelife. That's why I asked him to continue preparing dinner. The meat skewers are still being grilled. The faint fragrance has already risen in the heat wave. After a while, the barbecue has turned golden brown. It's time for lunch now. At this time, the children started to work together. Help Mom take the restaurant out. Serve the rice to the table. This home actually doesn't lack warmth. The children are running around their mother. Kulesum is very busy all the time, despite not having any wealthy materials and conditions. But that kind of tacit understanding and affection in the daily life, it becomes more precious in the wind and sunshine. If it weren't for Baziga's peculiar temperament, it wouldn't be so strange. Although life is quite tough, but we can still live like a family. If only I could yell less. Please be more understanding. Kulesum can also take a breather. The kids wouldn't do that either. I feel helpless and cry in the quarrels among adults. I've finished my meal. The sun sets in the west. Kulesum picked up his hoe again and started to tidy up the site. Villagelife dug a hole in the ground. He is going to build a simple shed here. Kulesum brought several stones from a distance, used to reinforce the reinforcement of wooden piles. Then he continued to help organize the venue. At this time, my mother-in-law brought some news. The mother goat that gave birth to kids came back by herself. But his little lamb is nowhere to be found. I heard that. Villagelife is getting a bit impatient. Under normal circumstances, herders will separate the lambs from the ewes. The ewes go out to graze during the day. I'll come back to breastfeed in the evening. But Villagelife is inferior in management. This is what led to the loss of the lamb. Villagelife immediately let Kulesum come. Go to the mountain and find the lamb back. There's a hint of command in your tone. Kulesum, let him find the sheep by himself. He definitely doesn't want to be. Command others to do these hard work at will. Moreover, the sun has already set behind the mountains. It will be dark in a moment. It's very dangerous to go up the mountain to look for sheep at this time. But Villagelife simply wouldn't listen to any of this. He shouted anxiously, "Tell Kulesum to hurry up and go." Kulesum is not satisfied, but we also have to obey and compromise. He is now ready with enough water. Then go up the mountain. I miss you. Kulesum boiled a wooden stick and headed up the mountain. A day's hard work has already exhausted him physically and mentally. He has never really taken a breather. But now he still has to cross mountains and valleys. Go find a little lamb that doesn't know where to hide. He ran all the way forward. He just wants to find the lamb as soon as possible. If we wait until it gets dark, not only lambs may be snatched away by wild animals, it's also hard for me to go back. Facing this steep slope covered with boulders and rocks, he can barely crawl onto the internet. Even though I'm already so tired that I'm out of breath. But I don't dare to stop. Kulesum came to the steep cliff edge. Start searching. He is very familiar with the route of the flock of sheep's activities. Those steep rocks. Rock flocks shrubs. It's the place where mother goats often hide their young ones. There is a cave here. Kulesum looked at it intently. The lamb isn't here. He continued to feel his way forward. Soon he was in this excellent vantage point. I saw the edge of the cliff ahead. It seems like there is the figure of a lamb. He quickly ran over. This is not the first time Kulesum has been looking for sheep. Last time, he was still under a more dangerous cliff. Saved a goat. He cautiously moved forward a little bit at a time. This terrain is too dangerous. But for him, it has already become a commonplace thing. I come here almost every day. For a long time, he has long since mastered the skill of moving steadily like a goat. After a thorough search, he suddenly appeared in a place. We found a lamb between the rocks. This made him very excited. The little guy really hit it well. Fortunately, Kulesum is still here. Otherwise, we might miss it. The teacher said it's really great. The kids are so cute. Hey guys, what are you doing? Finish eating and then drink something. Let's give mom some money. Hello, bears. After taking a short rest, Kulesum brought this little lamb with him. I'm ready to go down the mountain. At this moment, there is still the afterglow of the setting sun. We still have time to get home before nightfall. I took a few steps. Kulesum stopped. Put the lamb into the bag. It's convenient to carry it back. The way down the mountain might be more dangerous than the way up, because we have to go through some steep slopes and they are full of rubble. A section of road where it's easy to slip on the soles of your feet. If you're not careful, you might make a mistake. Even the young lambs have to suffer as well. He is now moving close to the rock wall. Only goats would come to this kind of place. Kulesum is also afraid in his heart. But he has gotten used to suppressing his fear deep in his heart. We should get through it step by step, with experience and calmness. Hello, sure. He almost slid down this gravel slope. I just can't walk at all. He can only use the wooden stick in his hand. Keep your balance in front. Prevent imbalance. The gravel behind me. I slid down with him, making a gurgling sound. The scene looks. It's like he's flowing down the hillside. Watching him slide down step by step, it makes people suddenly realize so-called tenacity and courage. Many times, it's hidden in such ordinary and heavy daily life. After a tough descent, he finally arrived at his home. After I saw his mother come back, I ran out excitedly. I found the lamb again. Kulesum finally finished his task for the day. At this moment, he might be able to breathe a sigh of relief. Give yourself a short break. Samia is very happy holding a lamb. Mom asked him to give the lamb to Grandpa. Oh, my goodness. Oh, God. So what? As dusk approaches, the goats on the hillside are gradually going home, one after another. They forage freely in the mountains during the day. It's evening now. I will go home along the familiar path by myself.